Hi everyone, welcome to Table for Two. I'm Onezie.
And I'm the Elusive Bigfoot.
Today we're discussing our top 5 in no particular order each games with the Cthulhu theme. So before we get started, do you have any honorable mentions?
I do not this time.
Wait, what? No honorable
No
mentions?
honorable mentions. No, not this time.
All right, so while I'm recovering from that again, still reeling from the
Sometimes
madness.
I don't have any. Sometimes it is what it is.
From the madness of all that, why don't you go ahead and start with your first one?
All right, my first game is Lost in Relay.
That's my first one too.
Is it really? It's not a deck building game. You want to get rid of your cards. You're in the Isle of Relay and you're trying to escape the island where Cthulhu is. And if you escape, you'll escape the madness. So you have a set of cards in front of you that is going to be your escape cards, and they're the last ones that you're allowed to play. Everything else in your hand that you have, you must get rid of before you can play an escape card, unless you have a card that says something different. So you're playing cards against each other, anything to get rid of cards. Sometimes you're choosing to pick up the deck of cards if you don't have a card you want to play. So why don't you share why you like it?
I like it because there's no winner.
It's only a loser.
There's only a loser. The last person goes mad. And what do they have to do?
I think they have to sit in the corner and mumble to themselves
Sit
incoherently.
Sit in the corner and mumble incoherently. Yes. So you're just avoiding the madness.
Yes.
You're not trying to win. You're just trying to avoid losing.
Yes. My next game is Cthulhu Flux. So we love Flux games from Looney Labs, and this particular game, what I find intriguing, besides having the different images and the different stories from the Cthulhu game, is just some of the mechanics I find fascinating, because each game has its own twist to the game, and in this particular one, the images, I think, and the combinations that they do, I find fascinating.
Yeah, this one's on my list too. Of
course it is.
Cthulhu Flux. And for such a dark subject as Cthulhu, Flux is a very lighthearted game.
Yeah.
So one of the
juxtaposition.
Yeah, one of the great things about it is that the rules are always changing, and the goal is always changing.
Yeah.
So
that's the Flux nature.
You do try to win, but who knows if you can, or you might win by accident.
Yeah. I believe that in this game, in the Cthulhu Flux, they actually have certain what they call creeper cards with certain powers as well, that usually your creeper cards don't have as many powers, but this one I think does.
Yeah, and I think the creepers are the ancient ones.
They are the ancient ones. Yeah. Okay, my next one is Cthulhu Dice.
That's on my list too.
Really? We play a lot of games together.
Tell me why you like Cthulhu Dice.
In this particular game, you're trying not to lose your sanity. So as you're rolling them, if you roll certain figures, you actually take tokens of insanity, of madness. And there's ways of getting rid of that as well. In my particular set, my dice are metal. So I always find that kind just has a nice heft. It's a fun way to play.
Yeah, and one of the great things about Cthulhu Dice is it's easy to teach, easy to learn. So if you like the Cthulhu stories, you can get into this game really fast and just have fun rolling dice.
My next game is Elder Sign.
Not on my list.
Oh, wait, there we go, something different. So Elder Sign is a dice rolling game. It's set in the Cthulhu world where you play different asymmetrical powers. You don't want to lose your madness, but you do want to investigate things, and you can gain card benefits depending on what kind of resources you've rolled. And of course, you're trying to solve the mysteries and everything. And that is Elder Sign.
Elder Sign. So since we've diverged from our lists being the same, I am going to go with Pandemic Reign of Cthulhu.
I have that one too.
Okay. So
that's my last one.
So if you're a fan of pandemic games, it's a cooperative game where you battle disease. But in this case, you are battling the ancient ones and the madness.
Right.
Right. So are you trying to close the gates?
You're trying to seal the gates, definitely.
So it's got the Cthulhu theme with the pandemic mechanics. It's plug and play. You can just enjoy all your Cthulhu characters and play the game you already know how to play if you know how to play Pandemic.
Yeah, it's different enough, and it's got the different miniatures for the ancient ones as well as different creatures. So I find that to be, just really fun. I definitely, when we tried the game out, I really loved it, so we bought it. And the different art that it has on there, I thought was really cool. It plays very similarly to Pandemic, as Onezie said, and there was enough twists in it that made it different. So I said, oh, I could totally see owning this one too.
All right, that brings me up, since we had so many coincidences, it brings me up to my last one, which is Arkham Horror. And like all the other Cthulhu games, you're trying to battle the ancient ones in closed gates. You're sort of running around a city, trying to close the gates and keep the darkness from overtaking the city. It's a longish game and has the same Cthulhu theme.
Yeah, I remember that it is very hard to win that game. So you can go into the underworld, I think it was. You can take a portal in there, and then there's certain things you'd have to do to get back out again. There's different areas that you can visit, and I think those areas actually do exist on the East Coast. The library and the certain places that they mentioned, which I found fascinating.
Yeah, so yeah, I like that too, where it sort of gives you a little timeout in the game. You teleport to another realm, and then you have to do a couple of tasks to get out, and then you can kind of rejoin the game. So that is Arkham Horror.
Okay, so that was our top 5 lists of Cthulhu in no particular order. And if you like these kind of lists that we make, please like and subscribe. And then that will also tell us what kind of things you like. And put in the comments, what are your favorite Cthulhu-themed games? Because as you can see from Onezie's shirt, we really like playing. We like Cthulhu. We like the games. And so we'd love to check some more out.
Yeah, there's a lot of Cthulhu games we probably haven't played.
Oh, I'm sure.
I would love to play them.
Yeah. All right. So with that, I'm the Elusive Bigfoot.
And I'm Onezie.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.